Well, that was certainly a year. Listen, I usually do a video like this at the end of each year because I kind of want to do an update for the channel, like how things are going, what I got planned for next year, how the year went. And well, it's that time of year, everyone. It's December 31st, and well, it's the final day of 2024. And this is the State of the Channel 2024 edition. I have no clue what I'm going to call this video just yet, but either way, this is the state of the channel. I do this every year, once a year on December 31st. And before I forget, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed, that joined the channel, that watched the videos, because this has been by far the most successful year in this channel's history, which of course, that makes sense. It was a presidential election and, well, 2024 was quite possibly the most chaotic presidential election in modern history. It was crazy. It seemed like every other day there was breaking news, there was a developing story, there was some random crap happening. It was such a crazy year that at times I could not keep up with it. It's like, yeah, this was a just absolutely bonkers year. But by some miracle, we made it past this year. And that's because of you guys. You guys are the reason that I kept going. I had the motivation to keep uploading, to do streams, to release shorts, to do all of that. It's because of you guys. So thank you to everyone that subscribed, that watched the videos, that shared, that liked, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. I really do. I know I don't really talk about it that much, but I really appreciate what you guys have done. Without you guys, I would not have, what is it now, 23,000 subscribers? Which is just crazy. Listen, in just 1 year, we doubled our subscriber count. Think about that for a second. We went from roughly 10 to 12,000 subscribers in late 2023 to 23,000 in the end of 2024. That is just insane. And I'm shocked by it. Like, I knew we were going to have a good year on this channel because it was a presidential election, and that's obvious. Like, of course, it's going to be a big year. But I don't think I was ready for how crazy this really was. So, just thank you to everyone. I know I've said this a lot, but thank you to everyone that shared all that good stuff. It really means a lot to me. But let's talk about the actual state of the channel, which is the point of the video. Like, I know we're like, what, 3 minutes into the video and we've yet to talk about it, but alright. So if I'm being honest, I thought 2024 was going to be my final election. I thought that after 2024, I would be done. Like, I would say retire. More like, I might upload once a week. Maybe do a stream here and there for big events, but after the November election, I thought, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to do something different. And if I'm being honest, I still want to do this. I thought that I would be burnt out on this channel, which I was in November. Everyone knows about it. I took a break. I mean, I still uploaded daily, but I didn't do any streams that time. But point is, I did get a little bit tired right after the November election, so I did kind of take a break. But now it's like, wait a minute. I still want to do this. I don't want to slow down. In fact, I want to keep uploading and streaming more often, and I know that seems crazy, but that's truth in it. I'm actually more motivated now than I was last year, or especially 2 years ago. Remember that 2 years ago, I was questioning everything like, oh, 2022 is such a disaster, I did so bad at the predictions, and is it really worth it? Well, I would say, yeah, it was worth it. And I'm still going to be here for 2025. I'm still going to upload. It should be every day. I might miss a day here and there, and which I don't think I will. I mean, for crying out loud, during my break, I upload a video daily. But that's not the same thing as streaming. But you get the point that I should be here, all right? At the end of 2025, I should still be uploading and streaming every single day. But as for what this channel is going to be, I'm assuming it's going to be the same stuff, which I know it seems kind of crazy because, well, I mean, there's no elections next year, no presidential election at all. That's in 2028. But in 2025, it's actually a pretty big year. We have a bunch of special elections. We have the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, the Virginia governorship, New Jersey governorship, New York City mayor. And I know these are not as big of names as the presidency, but they're still pretty big elections, and we get Trump's first year in his second term. And I'm very curious what's going to happen? Will Trump actually get his agenda through? And that's going to be the main shift, I would say. Instead of talking all the time about elections, which, of course, that's still going to be a big part of the channel, I'm assuming that the vast majority of videos in 2025 and parts of 2026 will be about the more political side of things, not really the election side, more like, okay, what is Trump proposing? Well, what are the bozos in the House doing now? Like, is there another civil war with the House? Will Republicans, pass this? What's going to happen? Which I know it's a little bit different, but it seems like you guys actually enjoy that type of content. Like, you guys actually like the videos about actual policy and not just elections, which, of course, we still will be doing elections on this channel. It's not just going to be, oh, we stopped talking about it. Of course, when we get to April with Wisconsin, we'll talk about it. When we get to November, which is, 11 months away, that's a long ways away. But we still will cover elections just in 2025. We're not going to do as much of it. But there is one part I do want to expand upon. Foreign elections. And I know this seems kind of crazy, like, wait a minute, I don't think I've streamed any election. Well, actually, I might have streamed the French election like 2 years ago, but outside of that, I don't usually talk about the foreign elections like in Germany, like in Canada, like in France, but there's a lot of big ones coming up. In Germany, there's going to be one in Canada up later this year. There might be a couple other ones. So I want to start looking a bit more into like Europe elections, talk about the Canadian election, which I'm not the biggest expert at that stuff, and for crying out loud, this channel's called Real American. It's like, yeah, we're talking about Canadian and French elections or in German elections. That's not really the main point of the channel, but you guys actually enjoy the times we talk about foreign policy and the foreign stuff on stream. So we may dabble a little bit into like the French election or the German election, the possible British election if that goes south for Labour. We just gotta see. There's a lot of stuff that could happen, but you should assume that the majority of the content, like 95.9% of the content, will be focused on American stuff. It'll be focused on elections, focused on policy, some Supreme Court stuff. More than likely, we're gonna probably get some big decisions this year. We'll see though. So yeah, despite it being an off year, 2025 is going to be very busy. We got the State of the Union. We got Trump's inauguration. The speakership fight that's going to happen in a couple days. January 6th. We got to see what happens with the electors. There's a lot that's going to happen, especially the first half of the year. So I'm not too worried about not having content. But yeah, so 2025, I'm not assuming the channel's going to be growing as fast as it did. I mean, that's just unrealistic. Like, there is virtually zero chance that we double the subscriber count, which, again, in 2024, that was crazy that happened. But for that to happen, we would have to gain, what is that, like 23,000 subs? Is that possible? I guess. But my goal really is, let's reach like 26,000 subs. That's kind of the early goal, which, again, that might be a bit low. Maybe I should set to 30,000. You know what? Just set it to like a low-end goal of 25,000, a high-end goal of 30,000. If we can do that, I would say, yeah, we had a pretty good year. It was pretty solid. We had good growth. That's my goal. Just keep growing. Slowly but surely keep growing. Now, will that happen? We just got to see. But with how crazy of a year this might be, it's entirely possible. It is entirely possible that we could see that type of growth. Now, as for other stuff, like other projects I'm working on, there's really nothing I could talk about now, though. Again, there's stuff I'm working on. I've said this on stream that I cannot talk about right now. But if you want to see the projects I'm working on and you want to support it, subscribe, share with your friends, join the channel, like the videos, follow me on Twitter and stuff. Like, that's the best way to support the stuff I'm working on behind the scenes. Which, again, I don't promise this stuff because I don't want to promise something and then, oh, it doesn't happen. Like, I don't want to do that, so that's why we're kind of waiting a little bit to announce stuff, just to make sure that it's done and, like, if it's worth it, which we don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting year. My main focus is just keep up the growth. Just consistently grow. If you just keep growing a little bit here and there, I'll take it. Like, I'm not expecting anything crazy, but if you guys make it happen where you, like, double our subscriber count, I will be in utter shock. But anything I guess could happen. I did not expect to grow this much in 2024, but maybe it happens again. Maybe we, triple a subscriber count, which if that happens, I don't know how I would respond to that if I'm being honest, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the next couple of months. But like I said early on, thank you all so much for subscribing, for sharing, for watching the videos. It was a very fun year. A lot of crazy stuff happened. I mean, it seemed like every other day we had an emergency stream, like when Trump, the assassination and stuff happened, and thankfully Trump survived. Whether it was a VP pick, whether it was the State of the Union that was a disaster. I mean, it just seemed like every other day there was a major stream, a major event. So I'm not expecting that in 25, but I guess it could happen. So we shall see what happens the new year. I hope everyone has a good new year. Just again, thank you all so much. I never thought in a million years I would actually be in a situation where, oh yeah, we have 23,000 subs on YouTube, which to some people may not seem like that much, but I never thought we would have more than, I don't know, like 10. I thought, okay, we have 10 subscribers, that's a success. We have 23,000, and we could potentially reach 24,000 by the end of January. So we just got to see, like, anything could happen, but just I am forever grateful. I am just thankful for everyone that supports the channel. I'm just shocked by it still. I can't get over the fact that this many people subscribe to my channel. This many people actively watch the content and support it. And even when I'm taking a break, people support the stuff, which is just absolutely amazing that you guys, even when I'm taking a break, like, again, that break was not really a break, but it kind of was. Again, the way I set it up, it was. But either way, you guys supported my channel through a lot of stuff, and I'm just forever thankful and grateful that there's 23,000 subscribers out there that subscribe to this channel, that actively support it. Let's keep growing it, guys. Let's try to reach 25,000 in 2024, maybe 30,000. That's kind of the higher end goal. 30,000 kind of the, okay, we had a really good, really successful year. If we get 25,000, I would say that's successful because it's an off-year election, and theoretically it should be much slower than it was in 24. But knowing you guys, we're going to have a crazy year in 2025, so let's hope it happens. But thank you all so much for all the support. It's been fun. This was by far the funnest year I've ever had on YouTube. It was hilarious at times. It was amazing. I had so much fun, and it was a very successful year. So for the final time, everyone, in 2024, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and of course, join the channel today. This was such a fun year, and I'm hoping for 2025 to be even better. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all of you. Godspeed to all of you.